Welcome to Educators with Oil. I am your hostess, Ronette Branham, here to offer biblical strategies for effective teaching. So, I have to work on that part, um, that delay. So, I'm not sure how I can tell when somebody comes in or not. Maybe if you're there, if you could post a comment so I can know. That way, I just want to know, make sure people can actually hear me and see me. That'll work. I'm not going to ask you to say anything or anything like that. Just let me know that you can see me. So I see some people. I'm not sure if that's me or not. So anyway, thank you for tuning in to Educators with Oil. I am your hostess, Ronette Branham, here to offer biblical strategies for effective teaching. Hello, Green Tea Spirits. I thank you. Thank you for sending me that note. I appreciate it. Uh, and you're on YouTube. Oh, all right. Thank you. And so this today is episode 4 of season 2. So I'm excited. Oh, hey Shanae, how are you? Oh, glad you're here. So I just wanted to get started. I don't want to have it delayed. I just wanted to actually test and see if this is going to work for next week. And I appreciate you tuning in. And I'm just going to talk about, we talked about this prior. We talked about this subject before. It's about preparing for the upcoming school year. You know, we talked about reflection on the last school year. What do we um, deduce from what happened in the school year? You know, we want to have okay, Hazel. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not sure where exactly you are. Uh, but we want to ensure a smooth and successful academic experience for next year. You know, it's important to, take our well deserved summer break, but at the same time, we need to take a few hours during this time off to um, prepare for next year. We may have new a new demographic, we may have a new grade, we may have the same thing we had last year. This is my second year as a bilingual um, classroom teacher, teaching what they say called sheltered, but it's actually a bilingual class. And they're all English language learners from they have experience with the language or they're totally new to the language. At the end of the year, I had a student who didn't speak any English. So that is something that I needed to reflect on and, find out my wins and my struggles, my strengths and my weaknesses, what worked well and what needs improvement. So that's something that we could work on. And I think we should all reflect and then use that reflection to go into, the new year with to see what worked and what didn't work. Um, I know as a in personal business, you can we what we could do is we could find our strengths and work on that. Use those strengths, utilize those strengths, right? Just say I'm good at speaking, and I have a team of people. I'll be the speaker, or whoever will be the speaker, whoever has that gift. And then I might not be good at the technical. So in business, you could hire somebody who is technical, that technical person or that person doing that thing that you have a weakness in. But when you come into the classroom, it's not the same thing. If you're a general education teacher, you have to be strong at everything. You have to strengthen everything, your weaknesses and your strengths. You have to hone in on all those skills. You just can't say, I'm not good at math, so I won't teach math. I'll hire somebody. You can't hire somebody to teach math. You have to work on your weaknesses, period. I already know. I told you last week, the week prior, that when you have a weakness in a subject, even if you don't have a weakness, you go through that teacher's manual. Teacher's manual is your best friend. It's my best friend that helps, you know, follow the curriculum to the letter, you shouldn't have any problems. And just say you are teaching something to a student and they don't understand it, or students, then they don't understand it, go back and reteach it. Go back and reteach it, or go online and find a different way to teach that subject. That is something that, you know, we could do. It's not even something that's hard. So during the summer, we could just think about, read up on strategies, practice. We have 2 months. It's almost less than 2 months now. So you don't have to spend every hour, spend 8 hours a day working on something that you're struggling with, or looking up the new curriculum. For instance, in my district, we're going to have a new math, a new literacy, new science, and some people are piloting a social studies. So every program, every curriculum is new. In general education, it's all going to be new. So you can't go into the new school year not ready, going into the new school year just going into new school year without any preparation. So you can use some of this downtime that we have, some of this quiet time that we have, and think about what we're going to work on. What did we need help with last year? We can call people, just spend a couple of hours. And like I said, you know what your strengths are. You can go just say, I'm great at phonics. Like I said, I'm great at phonics, teaching students, how to, the teaching. I'm good at teaching phonics, like students that one grade level standard to the next grade level standard. Working on those standards, I'm good at that, right? I could go home and say that's good, but then what if I'm not great at classroom management? And then even so, that means I'm going to sit you sometime this summer, see what it is that I lack doing classroom management. Most of the time, it's classroom management is easy. It's working on that downtime, not having too much downtime, having a routine set for the students. They know what they're going to do. Also, thank you, Kat. Where you at? You can send me a note on the screen so I can see you. And also, um, not just that downtime, but having a routine where you are able to create it so that the students could work independently. They're not always dependent on you. So if they're dependent on you and you're working with another set of students, then there's going to be a problem, some kind of acting out, some kind of behavior. So there's different things. So I don't want to talk about, classroom management, but I want to talk about planning for September. This is going to be quick because this is an episode, but it's going to be a little bit quick. So that's what planning comes in. And then go back to that Habakkuk 2 and 2. Uh, Write the vision and make it plain on tablets that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for the appointed time, but at the end it will speak and will not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. So that's saying to me, plan, because I can't wait till September 7th or whenever the students come in to decide to open up my teacher's manual, because I'm going to be trying to learn it. The students are going to know, hey, Kat, thank you. The students are going to know that you are not prepared. They're going to be acting up because they're waiting for you to get ready. So if you open up that curriculum, open up that program in the summertime before school starts, you can look through it and you'll be ready to run with it come September 7th, or if you're in the South, the August 7th, whenever you start school. So that's things that we can do to prepare. And then in Luke 14:28, for which of you intend to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost. Now, this was actually talking about following Jesus, but you can use this scripture for building. Whether he has enough to finish it, lest after he has laid the foundation and is not able to finish, all who see it begin to mock him, saying, this man began to build and was not able to finish. Or what king going to make war against another king does not sit down first and consider whether he is able with the 10,000 to meet him who comes against him with 20,000. Or else, while the other is still a great far off, he sends a delegation and asks conditions of peace. That's what I thought about when I read that. Like, you're planning. They have 10,000 students in the classroom, and you have 1,000 things in your head. Am I able to execute this? Am I able to beat this program and get some wins out of it? If I don't know until I sit down and prepare. So you have to. I don't know any teacher who could just start on day one and say, okay, I'm ready, unless they've been teaching the same program for 10 years, 5 years, however many years, because every set of students is different. You don't know what you're going to get, what type of students, what type of classroom you're going to have. And they're changing. I'm telling you, everything is new for me except for math because I piloted that program last year. So, what I suggest is review the curriculum and the standards. Like I just said, review it. Take a look at it. Don't spend days. You don't have to. This is your time, even though it's our time, but not all of it is our time because we do have to have time to prepare. So review this curriculum and the standards. What is it that the students are coming with? And then where is it that I'm trying to get the students? That's just something that we must think about. Collaborate with colleagues. You might have a teacher friend who, or educator friend who has taught the same grade or is teaching the same grade. Because when you collaborate and you discuss it, you share ideas and you get insights, and use that as a brainstorming activity. Go out to lunch, brainstorm. You can leverage expertise of everybody else. I mean, somebody I say it all the time. Shanae's here. Shanae taught me one thing. She told me a few things. She told me to follow the curriculum. She told me that. I've been doing that ever since. You don't have to tell me twice. That works. Because I asked her how did she learn how to do reading workshop. She said I just do what it tells us to do. I learned that. That's easy. We could do that. We're smart. Even to school for however many years, 5 years at least, and you can follow it. And then she taught me about classroom management, how to make it work. Like it's so simple. And so I have that. And then you collaborate with your colleagues. You utilize, because in the summertime, sometimes they have professional development that we could courses, resources. All you can Google things, get things for free. But sometimes your district offers specific professional development for what you're going to be teaching. Utilize it. Sometimes, if our district offers something in the summertime, they pay us that time for that time. So find what it is out there and do it. But also remember to prioritize that self care and relaxation during your vacation time. Take breaks, engage in activities that you enjoy, spend time with people you love who love you back. I say that who love you back because you can love somebody. I love you back. So spend time with those people, less frustration. You're enjoying each other's company. Do that so you can be recharged, ready for school. And also plan not just in chunks, meaning I'm going to plan, I'm going to sit an hour today and I'm going to sit an hour in 2 days and I'm going to sit, for an afternoon looking through the curriculum. Not just that, but plan for chunks of the school year, time in the school. Like I'm going to plan for the first month of school. I know when I get there, I'm going to get a rude awakening because I don't know the students. I don't know what they know. So I can plan. The curriculum will give you a 10-month, curriculum guide. Say this month we're learning this month we're learning that. But focus on maybe the first 3 weeks. See what it is you want to do, you want to accomplish, and then work on that. Have a plan set out. You have to have a contingency plan. You have to differentiate because every student is different, but know that you can do that. And plan maybe if you had the same demographic and the same grade plan up until Thanksgiving. Plan up until the first marking period. This is what we're going to do. I know that the students need to learn this. I know um, I know that the students need to learn a particular skill, so we're going to work on that. Okay, okay, all right, I got you. No, I can spit. People sending me notes that I like that. So yeah. So just know you can plan for your students for a chunk of time, not just a chunk at a time, but a chunk of time. You're gonna get new students, you're gonna have to differentiate. Also, make use of the technology. We have technology tools for everything and applications for everything. You could lesson plans. There are lesson planners online. Use it. You could use the online curriculum programs. Go on there instead of having to look through the textbook, the teacher's manual, the paper book. You can go and look through it, you know, online. But again, remember to strike a balance between your planning responsibilities and taking time to relax and recharge during your vacation. If you implement these strategies, you can pre-plan effectively while still enjoying your well-deserved time off. Again, I thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you taking the time. That's some time you can't get back. So I appreciate it. Remember, this is Educators with Oil. Remember to take your oil with you wherever you go. And also, before I forget, on next Wednesday, July 19th, I'll be live at 9 a.m. I have a special guest, Michelle Keynes, and she's going to be talking about mindfulness, how for us to be mindfulness, self-aware, and how to self-regulate, and then how to teach it to our students, how to teach our students mindfulness. Because this is something I remember once out when I was talking to Michelle, I was thinking about I had a little cousin, she's a baby, and she was like 10 months old. Her mom or anybody could tell her lay down, and she would just lay down. And that was unusual. I never saw anything like that because the kids I know, you tell them to lay down, they're 10 months, they're not laying down. They're trying to get down, they're trying to cry, they want you to hold them. They're not just laying down because you say, okay, it's time to lay down. So you could train students, you know, how to self-regulate when it's time to do whatever it is that you need done in the classroom. So I'm excited to for what Michelle has to teach us. Using her expertise, I am very excited anticipating that. So that's going to be July 19th at 9 a.m. So I know teachers are off. So I know sometimes we don't want to get up that early, but I advise you to tune in because you're in for a treat. And again, thank you. And you can contact me at educatorswithoil@gmail.com. You can like, share, and subscribe on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever you are. Again, thank you and have a blessed day.